All right, what's up, guys? We have a few things to do, but first thing I want to do is actually work on Sunder, which is I have my own way that I like to vibe code, which is I like to have this dev tracker where I keep track of every idea I have. I need a list of everything I'm doing, all my ideas, every little problem I see, a feature I want to add, whatever. And I put them all into an updating section or like a waiting section. Here, let me move over to Novelative. So I have like priority, awaiting, a version number, and like to do later. And then I also have needs dev testing, unsure, like if I don't know for sure if I want to do something, and then if I've already finished something. So what I want to do that I would love is create my own app, my own desktop app that bundles this like system, this like way of vibe coding into its own vibe coding like system. So like an app that automates this and makes it better. So like for example, if we were doing this in Codex, I would like change Codex so that it has an interface of the dev tracker. So like you keep track of all your ideas, and then it says you have like this amount of awaiting edits. Let's work on one of them. Like you can just click start working or something cool like that. Like start working on this one, start working on this one. And there's like buttons for each edit, each feature you want to add. Or it says like, hey, these different edits don't align with each other. They contradict each other, whatever. And so just like a custom AI like development environment that would be like integrated with like a dev tracker that I already use when I vibe code would just be super cool. And so the name that I thought of for my own like IDE, ADE, whatever you want to call it, just like agentic coding development environment. The name that I thought of was Sunder, which let me actually pull up the website. It looks pretty cool. It's been a second since I did. I'll pull it up so that we can see kind of like the vibe. Yeah, so this is the icon, the logo that I made. I'm pretty good at graphic design, so I do my own like logos and icons and stuff. And I thought it was pretty cool that we have like this star, and sunder means like split or like divide something. So I feel like this like internal design kind of like feels like it's like splitting it. And then it splits from like this to, let me show you all the icons. So we have this icon, and then it splits to this one, splits to this one, splits to this one, splits to this one. So it could be like a pretty cool animation where like if it's working on a task, if the AI is working on something, it like spins through each icon in an animation. I'll have to make it look better. Like right now it doesn't look good when it switches, but anyways, so we're going to work on Sunder, and later we're going to work on Novelative. But for now, I want to start working on Sunder and just get it working. So let's see. We got to close this. and we'll pull up the app. And then we'll go to Codex. Oh. Let's start by allowing us to open the server as an app. Can you create the functionality for me to type npm run dev app and open Sunder as an app? Actually, it might already be in there. I should check. Let's see. Dev build preview. Oh, it is in there. Hold on. Yeah, it already has it. So let me see. It's npm tari. No, npm run tari dev or something like that. Let me see. What is the tari dev command? Oh, I think I got it. Never mind, we're good. Okay, here we go. Now let's go into let's plan. Do not implement anything until I approve our plan. Okay, so first things first. Let's see. So right now we need to fix the terminal doc. I think that might actually be the priority right now. Fix the terminal doc. The terminals are weird. Let me see what happens if I open up this website and say that looks horrible too right now. We'll fix the styling. Let's see. Hi. We have to go in here. I don't know. Wait, hold on. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna figure it out. Hold on. I want to dock real terminals in the app. No need to have settings in the app to log in to any AI models. Actually, maybe. We'll see. So let's start by opening Sunder, go into let's go into the folder. Sunder, create a new folder. Actually, hold on. Create a folder in here. Docs. And we'll call it dev tracker. Okay, so let's look at the app right now. First things first. Looks horrible. I want the terminals to actually dock and open the CLI that is already logged in on the computer. And we need to fix these projects section. So project section. First things first. Creating project. Creating a project should start by prompting for a project name. Save the chats and projects on the computer so they can be pulled up later. And then in each project, allow the user to add a chat. Okay. How do we want this to work? I'm trying to think if we want to have chats like this, which is what I do want that, but that seems a lot harder than like just having terminals. But I'll probably shoot high and actually make a chat. So I want the terminals to actually dock. Maybe we don't want a terminal since we're gonna make them log in anyways. Forget about terminal docking. Okay. Look into the current AI model login system via Sunder's settings tab. Okay. And let's see. Looks horrible. Improve the UI UX. Okay. AI CLI section. Settings page. There's way too much content in here. Make setting up your AI agent way simpler. Do research. How can we make this as simple as possible? Okay. Maybe we could have it add like Google login. For OpenAI / Claude. Okay. Add dev tracker feature. The dev tracker feature is a feature in Sunder that I want to add where the user has a section or a sidebar called dev tracker, and they can add lines or items of edits that they want to make in their project. Let's see. For example, actually, let's just detail this out a little bit more. The user should be able to click a button to add a edit or request or let's see. I don't know what to call it quite yet, but we'll figure it out. Over time, this becomes a large list of things the user wants done in their project. Each dev tracker should be per project. The AI works from the dev tracker. The AI agent can work from the chat, and the chat is what's the word? Linked to the dev tracker, which makes it easy for the AI agent to scan the dev tracker and work on the edits the user wants to make. The core feature of, yeah, we'll do that for now. We need to fix terminal docking. We can forget about it. Forget terminal docking. Settings page. Okay. We're gonna try to have ChatGPT create some inspiration images for Sunder, because right now it's just super bad. Okay, so our plan is to get rid of the docking and make login for the AI model way easier. It says it's going to remove terminal docking, make provider choice the only normal setting decision, replace command and argument fields. Each tile follows a 3-state setup, detect installation, sign in, ready. Okay. What are these songs? Okay. Provider native authentication, never store passwords, API keys or OAuth tokens in Sunder, Codex. On first use per project, offer a single choice, plan only, or let the agent edit this project. The projects should always be open to change the permissions of the AI agents. The user should be able to decide this at any point, but on first use, the user needs to decide what it should start as. Do not silently use an unrestricted skip all permissions mode. Yep. One important scope decision. Okay. Okay, we'll see if it works. And let's see what it did. There's a little too much going on here. Let's see. The middle section should be a chat. The chat should look very minimal. Claude Code style. The right sidebar should be labeled dev tracker and consist of a list of pending edits. I noticed ChatGPT would always never load your photo until you reload the page for some reason. Yeah, I kinda like this, but there's a lot wrong with it. Okay. Looks bad. Improve the UI UX. Use inspiration images. Remove weird. Glows. Make minimal. Remove borders behind chats. Okay, start with that. How do desktop apps like Cursor, OpenRouter, and other agent development environments use AI models without increasing usage unnecessarily? Let's see. Okay, got rid of the terminal dock. Oh, it's gone. Okay, for those of you who just joined, we are improving my own IDE or ADE, like agent development environment. We're gonna make like our own system, because the way I vibe code is I always have these dev trackers in each project where I'll lay out every idea I have or bug I see or thing that needs to be changed, and I want to basically put that straight into the app that I use to vibe code, so that it's not like a separated process, and I want it to implement well and be usable. But right now we're fixing kind of like the login for the AIs like OpenAI or Claude. Let's see. So removed terminal docking, simplified settings to Codex, native sign-in plus collapsed custom agent setup, added structured chat adapters. Let's just test it out. Settings, Codex, sign-in. Okay, it says connected and ready. Okay, hold on. I wonder if it's actually going to log into Sunder. Okay, it says connected and ready. Let's see. If we give it its own folder, test website, and we say, oh, choose permission. Let's see. Allow project changes. Create a website. I want the website to have a homepage that showcases a, let's see, showcases a SaaS tool for traveling agencies. Alright, let's see if it actually works. Full auto is deprecated. Use sandbox workspace right instead. I'm going to take a screenshot of this. I logged in using Codex inside of Sunder and tried sending a message to Codex, but it did not work. Look at the screenshot. Okay, here's a couple things that I'm noticing. Header. Get rid of the. Make the header much smaller. Oh. Darn. The project sidebar. Make each project display in a single line, not a large card. Where did it go? Okay. The failure was from Sunder's Codex launch arguments. I fixed both errors. Okay, let's see if it works. Oh. Make projects, chats, logins, etc. all save when using Sunder. Okay. And let's run that right now, actually. Okay, I have to set up the agent again. I think it's gonna pull up a browser in a second. Nope, that's the wrong one. Okay. Create a simple website with a nice hero section. Style, minimal, modern, tech. Let's see if it works. Okay, we got another error. Says the GPT 5.6 Terra model requires a newer version of Codex. Please upgrade. Oh, okay. Let's see. I'll just screenshot this. Look at the screenshot I took inside of the chat in Sunder. Let's see. What does it need to do? So it wants me to update my Codex version in the terminal, but I want Sunder to handle all of that. It seems like I have to update my Codex version inside my terminal, but I want Sunder to handle everything. How can we make sure that Sunder can update Codex in the CLI for the user? Okay. Okay, now it says that I won't have to recreate my project every time, hopefully, and log in every time. Is it not gonna pull up the browser? Maybe not. Oh, it is. But it says ready, so let's just test it anyways. But it's not gonna work until this is done. Let's see, what else do we need to change? Projects, plus button, that's fine. In the projects sidebar, on the row that says projects, on the right, remove the border around the plus icon. Let's see. So is it? It should create like an indicator that it's updating or something. Setting now shows the resolved CLI version and an install update Codex button. Codex selected, or where is it? Oh, update Codex. Updating. That looks like it didn't work. What the? Why does it say Claude Code right there? Now it says Codex CLI. Sign in to continue. Now I'm confused. Codex CLI 144.4. What is the current Codex CLI version? Oh, we're updated. So maybe it worked. Create a actually, hold on. Sunder is updating Codex. Okay. Let's see. Let's close this. npm run tari dev. Oh. All right, settings. The update codex button should only appear if Sunder checks the codex version and it's behind. Okay. Connected and ready. Allow project changes. Create a home page for a minimal modern SaaS tool. Let's see if it works. Okay, it's working. I'll inspect the existing app structure and design system first, then build the home page, and then we get a bunch of errors. Oh. Okay, no, those were like errors, but not the agent itself hitting an error. I'm retrying with a smaller inspection command, then I'll move straight into the implementation. Oh, we need to give it like tools to edit, I think. Maybe. I need to look into that. Okay, it's got enough to establish a strong direction. Let's see if it's creating any files. Not yet. It is working. Like the agent is doing things and responding in the chat. So we're making progress. Okay. Okay, so current anatomy, agent anatomy layer, system behaviors, tool schemas, project rules, ephemeral context, conversation history, user prompt, prompt caching, JIT retrieval, pruning, model routing, what Sunder currently does, delegated entirely to Codex and Claude, provider CLI owns its tools. Provider may discover native instruction files from the working directory. Alright, so these are the problems. Number 1, the document custom agent example breaks after its first run. The front end deduplicates using only event ID. There is a lot to this, holy cow. Let's wait for this to finish first. Couldn't complete the homepage because the workspace sandbox helper is missing. Okay. Okay, wait, hold on. It says it. What? It says the home page structure is now in place. But I don't see anything. So I feel like it didn't do anything. Failed to write the file. Okay, so it actually wasn't able to do it because it doesn't have the sandbox. Ah. It says please restart the Codex workspace session to restore the sandbox. What are all these errors? Sandbox. Looks like another sandbox issue. Orchestration helper launch failed. Setup refresh failed to launch helper. Another helper. Another helper. Helper. So like it just can't launch Codex helper tools or something. That's every single error. Except for this one. Oh, well, kinda. Okay, so it says it fixed the helper issue, so now we can retry this. I'll say we fixed the helper issue. Try to write that file again. I don't even know if the AI agent has like access to the rest of this chat. Like maybe this is all it knows. Okay, it does. It has access to the rest of this chat. That's cool. That's good. I don't really understand exactly what it means. I'll recheck the workspace and project instructions. Now that file access is restored, then write the home page into the actual app entry point and review the result. Into the app entry point. Oh, I probably should have let this finish first. Uh-oh. Fails again. Oh, no! Dang it. It was doing it. Oh, and it worked. It wrote some stuff, but I think it was trying to create an app. So, yeah, like it made an agents file and a get file. But then us working on Sunder closed the app, sadly. We interrupted its work. Alright, that's gonna have to be it for today. I'll keep on working on Novelative next time when we join. And hopefully we can get the dev tracker feature implemented into some sort of way that it integrates into the chat. But for now, I'm gonna get this boring stuff done off camera. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.